Today, our grammar topic is about their conditional. We use the their conditional to talk about past hypothetical or unreal situation. We use our imagination when we express this kind of sentences. This kind of sentences is formed by two clauses. One is called if clause and establishes a previous condition or situation. And a second one that is called main clause that gives us the result or the consequence of the previous situation. To write or say this their conditional, we have to use a comma if we say or put the if clause at the beginning. The if clause is going to be in the past perfect. And the main clause that refers to the result is going to be expressed using would, could, might, plus have, plus past participle. Those are going to be the two most important things in this sentence, in this structure. Let's see some examples. If you had come to class, check that this if clause is in past perfect. Had, then past participle. Comma, you would have passed the exam. The second one follows the structure would have, then the past participle. This sentence means you didn't come to class and didn't pass the exam. Second example, if he hadn't had his helmet on, he might have died. He didn't die because he had his helmet on. If you check in the second example, we use might instead of would. He might have. In the first one, you would have. Then the past participle. But we have or we can express this kind of conditions saying first the main clause. He might have died if he hadn't had his helmet on. Then the if clause. But if we use this second structure, we don't need to use a comma. The comma is omitted. Then these are going to be the two structures that we can use to express that they're conditional. We can start it with if, or we can put the if in the middle of the structure. But remember that if you put it in this position, we don't need a comma. Let's see other examples. First, we are going to check these three examples where we use if at the beginning. If she had found his phone number, she might have called him for the party. If she had driven carefully, she wouldn't have had an accident. If we have had the necessary ingredients for a cake, we could have made it. Check that in these three examples, in the main clause, we have a different auxiliary. In the first one, we have might have, then the past participle. In the second, wouldn't have, then past participle, wouldn't, would. And in the third one, could have made it, could have made it. Let's check the second examples. In these examples, we have first the main clause. She might call him for the party if she had found his phone number. She wouldn't have had an accident if she had driven carefully. We could have made a cake if we have had the necessary ingredients for it. Then remember that in the third conditional, we have these two structures to use. Okay. Thank you so much for your attention to this presentation. Okay. Go to Kahoot to put in practice this structure, please. Okay. Our PIN for the game is 2783419. Ruben, thank you so much. Fernando, welcome. Ivana, Naidelin, thanks a lot. Thanks all of you. Welcome to this game. Okay. Let's start then, please. place.